We have no voicemail. Cue intro!
Good evening. This is Beards and Sundries Podcast News, your one-stop news shop every Sunday, with your host, Jay. Another host, Anthony. And another host, Joe. We're your Beards and Sundries hosts and news anchors for Season 5 of Beards and Sundries.
Welcome back to the Beards and Sundries News Network for the penultimate episode of this season.
Oof. Hello.
Hello indeed. That's right, guys. It's time for another lunch break here at Beards and Sundries, the shop where three gay men with beards do inventory on our news sundry in each episode.
My name is Jay, and I'm starting to understand why people write letters to people in jail and fall in love.
I think we all are getting there currently.
Num 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 num. Getting my pen ready.
Yes.
Dip, 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 dip.
Dip, 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 dip. Dearest Luigi.
I'm Anthony, and finally, some news that fucking slaps.
And I'm Joe, and I don't know, I think those intros were kind of a shot in the dark.
Joe, that was rich.
And that means that today's sundry item is the claims adjuster. Beardos, unless you have completely gone off the grid and are living under a rock, you have heard by now of the fatal shooting of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York City on the morning of December 4th. Since then, the internet and the general public have reacted to this act with mainly a sense of camaraderie and celebration. Today, we are going to talk about our own opinions of the events of the last week, the plethora of memes and banter the internet has bestowed upon us, and maybe a tangent or two thrown in there for good measure. Later on, we are going to speculate on what we think might happen next, and then for game time later on, Anthony has a home-brewed game fresh out of the oven. But don't worry, if it makes you sick, your claim at Beards and Sundries is always pre-approved. But, before we get to the juicy previous 7 days, how about this week's lack of a voicemail?
Wait. Dodgeball. Damn it, Bernice.
What was she taking? Beaver tranquilizers?
Yeah,
Or something
beaver
like that?
tranquilizer and a low dose. God. Or maybe it was
Steroid?
low dose beaver tranquilizer and something else.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Damn it, Bernice!
Damn it, bro. And she had her mustache.
I haven't seen the movie in forever. I don't remember
Oh,
any
God.
of the lines from
That
it, other
scene-
than if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, and that's the only one I remember from it.
I always remember too whenever he's imagining the guy after he died, he's like seeing him in his scarf, and at the end the guy goes, "Okay, bye bye," and then just fades away. And it's just his delivery of it is so funny to me.
Bye-bye!
Bye bye.
And that's what you guys did to us by not leaving us a voicemail this week. You fucking bitches. Get on the phone. Call us.
They've been too busy making their own jokes online about this
I'm
tragedy.
And
in
I'm
love
here for it.
with it.
Before we go on, I want to ride Joe's back for a minute on this.
Oh.
No frills, no safeguards,
Oh.
just bareback.
He's just going in. No foreplay. Joe's not
coverage.
even usually a bottom.
This is
No deductible.
this is purely, all of this is our opinion. None of it is factual. We have not verified information. Everything we talk about is focused solely on just what we've seen. So do not take this and run as a real news source.
And
yeah.
this is 6 o'clock p.m. on December 11th, 2024. So anything that happens after right now, we have not found out yet.
Correct, yes.
Joe, how was my bareback statement?
I don't know, it's kind of dry.
Well then, Joe, do you think I could find some lube in the sundries aisle?
You can, so your gun won't jam. But if you guys are new to the show and you're wondering just what the hell a sundry is, the term comes from an Old English word meaning odds and ends. Now, these days, it's used mainly in retail as a way to group together items that don't typically have a group of their own. So, as three very intrigued, bearded gay men with beards that are bearded, we are using the term to group together the wide range of topics that we cover.
Bam! I mean, wow!
Yay! I mean, oh no!
At this point, I don't even know why we would be feigning, like, oh no, that's so sad. Like, you guys, at this point, this person has caused the pain and suffering of millions of people. I mean, it's insane. So, I feel like this is harm reduction. This is just harm reduction.
Yeah. This is people rising back up.
Yeah.
I also think there's another message here that big business is bad. CEO, bad. McDonald's, bad. Because he should have just gone to a little small local business. You know, something like Nonna Stella's, where you are being treated like a family.
You know,
Because he's Italian.
Yes.
I was about to say he should go to
free.
Buco del Culo.
Well, Nonna Stella's, he could
I didn't
he
make
could
the
have had
Italian
my
connection.
He could have had it my spaghetti or my parmesan or my ass, whatever. He's beautiful.
You know who's not a narc? Fat Frank.
Oh, yeah.
But he decided to go to McNark's and have a filet-o-snitch.
Did you guys see that the customer who reported this to the McDonald's employee let himself be interviewed on camera?
Yes!
What an idiot. What an idiot.
I was like, you have got to be the stupidest fucking person in this entire... You made one stupid choice and then ran right out and made another stupid fucking choice.
You know how stupid that person also is? They called the police and not the FBI tip line, so they get zero reward money. Dollars.
Well, that guy didn't even call. It was the McDonald's employee that ended up calling. So, like, he told the employee, and the employee said, you know what? Today's a good day to be a class traitor whenever I'm working in one of the famously worst places to work.
So, was the person that reported it to the employee, was that the boomer, or was the employee the boomer? Okay.
No, the person was the boomer.
My favorite part was the boomer was like, I think I see a criminal. I need to tell an adult. And so he went to a McDonald's employee and was like, there's a criminal here.
It wasn't even him.
Take a bite
It
out
was
of
like
crime.
the friend
Take
that
a
he
bite out of
was
this double
with
cheeseburger.
was saying, like, I think that's the guy from the news. And he was like, wait, it is the guy from the news. Somebody call the police.
To which you should have replied, oh, no, it's not. I've never seen that person before, ever.
And neither have you. And if you say one more word about it, you're about to get CEO'd.
He's too pretty to be a criminal. Now I get why Ted Bundy got by so long.
God, right? Well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't find him that attractive. Not Luigi.
Oh, he's
Luigi's
gorgeous.
hot. Ted Bundy?
Oh,
Yeah. Also, Ted
Yeah, but
Bundy
that
was
was-
out there killing all the wrong people.
Yeah, but Ted Bundy was hot for the 70s.
Yeah, but he was
Severely.
really murdering just like innocent people. Ugh. I can't believe he would run out and be like, "Hey, look at me. This is why." Apologies to boomers who listen to us frequently. You know who you are. Because I don't feel like you are the same as this, but like, they're looking for a fucking gold star that they're never going to get.
Yeah.
Look, I did a good job and I reported you to the state.
I'm a hero.
You guys are really starting to misunderstand that we are not like the American government and the American capitalist, machine that it is. They're not the good guys. They never have been. And they have brainwashed you into believing this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, can you imagine being that rookie cop that's like, haha, I solved something huge in my first 6 months. This is a career setter. And then being like, well, fuck me.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah. And
I
then
would
did
not
you
want
also
to be
see that
any of those people.
I love all these articles coming out too that are like trying to sway people in the direction of like he was a murderer, blah, blah, blah. He
It's
was not
fucking
a murderer on the
propaganda.
loose. He had a target. He hit his target, and then he didn't hit anyone else because he didn't need to.
He didn't
And
need
the
to kill
only-
anybody else.
And the only reason the CEO isn't linked as a murderer is because he doesn't pull the trigger himself on all of the claims that they deny that have resulted in
correct.
people's death.
He pulls the trigger in a different way.
Yeah.
He makes a decision in a boardroom where he'll never have to explain that decision to any person other than a shareholder. And
Shows
that's
off his
it.
fancy algorithm that made
Yeah.
them more money.
it doesn't matter that people are dying in the process. And that is, well, and that our legal system is built to protect those people, to make sure that they never face consequences for those actions. And so if it were you or me who had maybe neglected a family member that we were in charge of or that we were responsible for the health care of, and that person got hurt or died, we could go to jail for that. Through criminal neglect. And this guy did it on a massive scale. And
We can't even
he was
we can't even-
celebrated for it.
we can't even like legalize assisted suicides, but he's just like dead, 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 dead
Yep.
because he's like, claims denied.
You know why? Because if you legalize assisted suicide, that person's no longer paying for health care or medication.
Which
Well, neither are they.
top of that would bring me down the entire trend of right-wing people bitching about socialism when I'm just like, so instead of paying the government to standardize this healthcare where everyone has to be taken care of, you would rather privatize it, take your money, give it to a corporation that's for profit, that's going to deny people and then brag about their profits to all their investors. I don't understand the logic.
We're not
It's
supposed
that-
to.
Comic
I
that's
know.
been going around again that was like how insurance works, and it's that woman and she's like, hey, insurance company, here I've been paying you money my whole life and now I need it for a medical procedure. And then it's just her but with a monocle and a top hat and a pile of cash behind her, and she says no. And then it's her going, squinting her eyes like that. I
Yeah.
fucking love it because that's
I mean,
that's
it's
exactly
true.
what it is. Because I think what people get entirely wrong is that these type of companies are just there's no reason for them to exist. They don't provide value.
Right.
Like, we need
Well, they
the
don't provide
infrastructure
value
of the
to
company,
people
but
they're
we
supposed to
could
support.
do it through a government program instead, so that our tax dollars can go to that. Because you're already fucking paying the money, and you're paying for somebody else's healthcare because that's how these companies work. The only reason they exist is to funnel money into other people's hands.
But Anthony, they deny millions of dollars in claims to save money so they can report their billions of dollars in profits.
Hang on, I do have a reaction for that.
I know.
Did Southwest Airlines acquire a couple of like decommissioned Concords or what?
These are C-130s. They're mobilizing the troops. And that, Jay, can be directly attributed to Ronald Reagan's deregulation of the medical industry. And it all goes right back to that motherfucker.
What are you saying? Things are
That
corrupt?
Reagan was the fucking worst.
No way! Ah!
Jesus. What
I
a
just-
piece of fucking shit.
I don't understand how you could claim that corporations have greed in them. I don't get it.
What I don't understand is how people will say that exact thing and they're not getting it. They're just not understanding it. They know these corporations are exceedingly greedy. They know they're posting record profits, and they still vote for the people who want them to make record profits. That's one of the 3 things Donald Trump will actually commit to, is saying he wants to deregulate more industries. And I'm just like, you guys, this is what's fucking us so hard.
If I recall right, I saw that Walmart announced some of their highest record profits recently, and then they're also like, by the way, groceries are probably going to go up 2%.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm just like, how do you guys not see it?
And you know why they can do that? Because there's
Sorry, Blanche.
She said, no. Don't touch my pussy.
Leave my pussy alone.
But it's exactly because there's no regulation on it. There's no government regulation preventing them from doing this shit. They can fuck you as much as they want. And the more we deregulate these industries, the worse it gets, because deregulation was never designed to be a benefit to large corporations. It was designed whenever you had smaller businesses that could compete in markets that were localized, but now we don't have that. We have centralized big businesses that can price fix all they want because they're owned by a handful of fucking people.
I think the interesting part about this for me is it brought out the disdain that the public has, because it wasn't just like some poor hoodlum. It was literally a Ivy League, well-off valedictorian that was like, all right, I'm going to plan this out. And he jokered it, like literally has riddles kind of going along with this and clues, and it's pretty intense. And I think that's why I like it so much, is because I'm just like, this is the crime stories I want. I want to hear the drama and the excitement of it.
I'm glad that it's finally something that's bad that's happening to the people who fucking deserve it instead of all of the rest of us who don't deserve it. I know that that's controversial in some circles, but bitch, right now, these are the people who are holding our faces underwater and telling us that if we fight back, we're the bad guys.
The worst part about it was my first comment after I heard about this was, God, I feel kind of shitty, but I'm also just like, meh. Maybe the Republicans aren't so wrong about gun laws. We should just get them when we want them. Because now that they're not
at this point,
you know, now they're being used maybe to benefit us in a sense.
I love the amount of planning that went into this. And I also, like, I know it's not as funny, but it irritates the shit out of me to think of how much manpower and how many tax dollars were spent to try to catch this guy, when if he had gunned down a homeless person on the street of New York, they wouldn't have even looked for him.
Wouldn't have mattered. Well, and all these CEOs are scared now, and I'm like, oh, so now you understand how, you know, teachers and students feel, because it's been such a problem, and you've all been like, oh, thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, and here we are. So now you get thoughts and prayers, which are just as effective for saving CEOs as they are for the rest of us.
And you may not be getting the exact thoughts and prayers that you want from me.
Oh, no, I'm not giving you
thoughts
any
and prayers do exist.
There might be a little bit of virgin blood involved, the skull of my enemies.
Some
Dead
saffron.
man's toe. No, I'm kidding.
Little eye of newt. That's mustard seed for you uninitiated.
What? You mean I've been cooking with the eye of newt all this time?
You've been putting real eye of newt in there?
So now the real challenge for this is going to be finding a jury that has never been
Exposed
having
to the
any
news.
struggles with the healthcare industry, or who hasn't heard about this on the news, or doesn't have a smartphone, or is over the age of 8 and has not done any of those three things above.
Okay, so that's like the equivalent of an independent voter, like the last person you want to make a decision on your life.
Oh my God, I know.
Or an
Independent
undecided
voters.
voter, not an
Ugh.
independent, sorry.
Well, I know what you mean, though. The ones who are like, I'm going to vote third party. And I'm like, that would have been effective in like 1980-something.
Maybe.
It's not doing anything now.
Well, and the funny part, too, is that the internet is so crazy with these people that will dox somebody and not even hesitate about it, that the people that are going to get picked for this jury are going to have their entire lives laid out for the public. They're going to be exposed. There's nothing anyone can do about it, because people that are determined enough will get into the system, and they will find who these people are, and they will expose them. So
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen next. Honestly, I really don't know.
Well, that's why I was so shocked to find out that the McDonald's customer came forward and actually just gave his first,
Yeah,
even just gave it.
that's
He was
bold.
like, refused to divulge his last name. And I was like, you're fucking stupid. You put your face on a video for the internet to see.
Yeah, I was like, the internet's already released
You
it.
are dumb.
I was like, within
These
an
people
hour.
will find you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's your life is about to get really fucking awful, and I hope that your family falls apart because of it.
What's that phrase? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
That's pretty much it, man. And I know that people have like made this sort of like the comparison between this and Anne Frank, but
Yeah.
at this point, like, we're really getting to a place where we've got this class war happening, and there's just a lot more of us than there are of them, but they just happen to have a lot more access to money and guns.
I know we're going to talk about memes after the break, but my God, there's this one that was, it's because you said Anne Frank, and it was a McDonald's employee like smiling at the camera, and it said, the text says, Anne Frank? Oh, she's in the attic.
Yeah.
It's like, oh God.
I think that I want the movie on this scenario to be written very similar to Titanic. It's a tragedy that everyone's infatuated with, but the romance story is the main plot, and I kind of want them to fall in love with me.
Fucking knew that's where you were going with this, and I hate that. No.
So we're going to recast Titanic with Luigi as Jack. No, I'm kidding. No, Luigi is the ship. Sorry.
He's
No,
walking up
Jack.
behind him in the morning, and he like
CEO's
pulls out
the
the
ship.
pistol, and as he's firing, he goes, "For Jay's testicle."
And I'm like, he really likes me. He loves me.
You're right, though. The CEO is the ship because the ship goes down. So Luigi
Yeah.
is the iceberg, right?
Luigi is the iceberg, and I fall in love with the iceberg. This is going to be a great movie.
And it just clips to you, like, standing on the other side of the street. It's like you on the other side of the street with, like, winds blowing through your hair, and it's like, look around your world, pretty baby.
No. It's me, like, skipping down the street, and I, like, stop, and it's like, accidentally in love. Accidentally in love.
Accidentally in love.
I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. God, this will be the episode that
fucking
the whole
stupid.
public opinion is going to change, and this episode takes us down one day, but that's okay.
So here's the thing.
You know what?
is,
Whatever.
Like,
Fuck it.
I told Joe this, and I've talked to a couple other people about it. But like, the first thing that you're going to see happen is these for-profit media outlets are going to take this guy's life and pick it apart for any little things that they can. I heard one story somewhere that someone had said that he played video games to train to be an assassin, and you know what the game was?
Among Us.
It was Among Us, the little cartoony game with the little Orby guys where you go and Vince. And I was like, yes, I've played Among Us, and now I am prepared to assassinate someone. Someone get me a vent.
He was the
There's
guy that
more
has that famous...
accurate assassinations in GTA.
Pile on.
He was the guy that was famous on TikTok for, like, voting kids out on Among Us. Have you seen him? Where he's like making them lie, or he's lying. He's
Yeah.
like, "Agreed," and they're like, "No!" And
And
it's
they're like, ah!
it was Luigi all along.
But like, it's little things like that where you're gonna expect him to. They're gonna run a smear campaign against the guy
They'll
because
try.
the same people who are in charge of these media outlets are the people who profit from. You know who the shareholders are? Fucking them.
Yeah.
CEO.
Yes, Jesus Christ. And so I'm at a point now where I'm like, you can't tell me shit about this guy that I will believe, other than the fact that he did more for us in one single instant than any sitting president has in decades.
Yeah. It turns out unregulated gun violence can be a good thing.
Apparently so.
Oh man! And then I also I've been seeing this all over TikTok. But the other day when he yelled about how these people have been an injustice to the people, blah blah blah, and the police threw him against the wall and dragged him inside, and I was like, that turned me on a little bit more. Look at that guy. He's angry and fighting for rights, and oh god, he looks good in orange.
And then, well, think about this. That's what you need to unite the left and the right, because the left is happy because he's taking down the CEO and all this stuff and all the liberal agenda, and then writing a manifesto and using gun violence is pure righty behavior. So this is what's going to unite the left and the right with the class war.
Well, I would say healthcare is already something that we all struggle with, and it's
huge
exactly.
we
connection.
struggle with all the same things. We all have the same issues. The issue is that we remain divided thanks to media presentation of things. Like, we just continue to get fed, like spoon-fed, particular views and whatnot to keep us focused on something else. And so we get distracted with culture wars whenever there is a class war that is very distinctly happening here.
Well, all I'm saying is that all those media outlets also have CEOs. So do with that what you will.
I love that post. It was like, to the guy that got the United Healthcare CEO, did you know there are other CEOs?
Yep. Waiter, more CEOs, please.
More CEOs, please. I'm forming a team. And it's
like
the
that.
fucking whale and the fucking submarine.
It's like that video today that I sent you, guy, where the guy's like acting like a CEO, and he's like, "Hey guys, I think we're gonna raise prices on things." You know, on second thought.
But did you see the new CEO that they put in place? And he's
Oh, they've already done
already
that?
said they're going to battle against unnecessary healthcare still.
Yeah, he said nothing's changing.
I was like,
I said, you know what could be changing? Your pulse.
he's either the United Healthcare CEO or he's the United Health Group CEO, like the big guy.
Can you imagine applying for a job there in like a few months, and they're just like, it's kind of vague, and you're like, oh yeah, this sounds like me, and they're like, well, it's actually the CEO position. We've gone through like 8 in the past 3 months, so. And you're like, you know what? I'll take it. It pays 16 mil. Actually, it's probably
It pays-
gone up since then.
I'm sure it has. But like, it just baffled me, and I know like the intent behind it, but like, did you not get the fucking hint? Someone is dead as a direct result of your choice to deny millions of people health care that they need access to either thrive or even just survive. Like, you don't exist to just be, I mean, I guess they do exist just to be assholes, but like, this was not a one-off situation. And I don't know. I just feel like it's a nice little spark. It's the spark that we needed as a country.
Well, and I think some people have taken it as oh, we should take this seriously, while others are like, oh, we're not going to back down to, I don't know, hostages in a situation like this. I think they're considering it like, you're not going to control us. And I'm like, but maybe take the hint.
We are we not? We controlled one of you.
Well, so that's the
And
other
it
thing.
seems
is like,
really
it's-
easy if you're willing to risk a little bit.
It seems really easy.
It's easy for people in these businesses to have this mentality, though, because you don't have a choice. Joe, when did you decided to go with your healthcare provider? How did you make that decision?
I didn't. It was made for me.
Oh, right. How about you, Jay?
Definitely, it's made for me every year.
Right, correct. Yes. So we don't make that choice. And so it's easy for them to be like, you can't do anything to me because you don't have a choice in this matter. Because deregulation.
Yeah. I'm just saying that I think that open enrollment is over, and now it's time for open season.
Open season, yeah. Open enrollment. Open
I don't know
season.
why. Every time you say deregulation, my brain flips to the scene in Liar Liar when Jim Carrey is like going prenuptial agreements, like dancing through court. And for some reason, every time you're like deregulation, that scene pops in my head. So I'm gonna need you to start getting up and dancing the word.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that movie so I can do it properly.
Really? Oh, it's fantastic.
been
It's
a
funny
long
that you
time.
mentioned Liar Liar, Jay, because I've been thinking about that movie for a couple of weeks, and I've been thinking how incredibly awesome it would be and interesting it would be around here if, like, people and leaders, like presidents and world leaders and CEOs, had that same affliction and they couldn't lie, how
Oh my
delicious
God.
would that be? Oh my God, it'd be amazing.
Ooh, yeah, that would be fantastic. But I still don't. I'm not convinced that it would sway people one way or another at this point.
I know.
Mitch-
That's the funny part.
Mitch McConnell would just freeze up and pretend he can't talk every time
You know,
somebody asks him a
He
question.
wouldn't be able to lie, though.
Yeah, but he just wouldn't talk. That would be his thing. He would just be like, and then as he did yesterday, he would just like, he'd fall down because I guess he fell after a lunch yesterday. So,
and
he
he didn't
did?
die. God damn it!
no, apparently he just got a scratch and was able to continue his day.
Oh my god!
And I was
Why
like,
are awful people so?
it's probably
Why
a
are they
scratch
still
in his
alive?
brain and he's incapable of moving. But
It's
the
'cause
news
they
is
have
like,
all the
no, he's
healthcare."
fine. Yeah.
They got him up with the little strings. He's like on the marionette strings. Look, it's Mitch. He's fine. Because what actually happened is they were doing the marionette strings and one day, and then the string to the mouth broke, and so they're like, shit, figure it out. Because he's been dead for 20 years.
But let's go ahead and go take a break.
Jesus Christ.
Hey listeners, are you ready to add some spice to your wardrobe? Check out hunkytops.com, the queer, Latino-owned clothing site that brings you the hottest styles. And here's an exclusive deal just for you, listeners. Get 10% off your first order with the code SUNDRIES. That's right, 10% off when you use the code SUNDRIES at checkout. They do offer sizes above 3XL. Just hit the contact button and request a larger size and they'll accommodate the best they can. So, what are you waiting for? Visit hunkytops.com today. Explore their amazing styles and wear your pride with confidence. hunkytops.com. Wear your pride, live your style. Remember, hunkytops.com. Use code SUNDRIES for 10% off your first order. Order now!
You're listening to the Beards and Sundries podcast, the news source that's still rated 5 out of 6 balls.
So now we're going to talk about some of the fun memes, reactions, hot takeaways that we've read about in the past week since this happened. And I will start with probably my favorite, which is a theory that someone came up with that this whole entire thing is a way for McDonald's to announce that Monopoly is back. Because they
Didn't he
found the
have
Monopoly
Monopoly?
money.
Yeah, I
he
was gonna
was
say,
found
right,
at
yeah.
McDonald's. And it was all about money. And
I
so
saw
was like,
that,
oh,
and-
is this how they're going to announce that Monopoly's back?
I've seen that one, and then I also saw a lot of memes people being like, okay, we get it, the McRib is back.
It was like the snack wrap came back like coincidentally.
The
Literally
same,
wasn't the
yeah,
day after.
yeah, the day after.
It wasn't like the McDonald's CEO like upset that it was a McDonald's employee that snitched.
Yeah, and then you saw like the fake ads from Culver's and Burger King that were like, "We didn't snitch."
I'm loving that, and I think one of my favorite trends right now.
Oh,
amongst
you're
the
loving it?
gays- Yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We're in on it. But I think one of my favorite things right now is like the memes of like Luigi's face where they've put all the little like hearts and stuff around it, and it's like 100% cute, babe. Thank you.
I've also been seeing a huge influx of people photoshopping him being like, oh, it was nice to see him in Tulsa between these hours on this day.
Yes.
And so I've seen it like all where he's been everywhere.
I liked all the comments that are like, "I didn't see anything because my vision insurance wasn't covered." I have been seeing some really good takeaways on Tumblr, though, and I found a really good one today that was, I'll just read it out loud. Ignoring the real possibility that he intentionally let himself be caught from the little that we know so far, Luigi Mangione's case is a fascinating combination of astonishing brilliance and confusing stupidity. This young man plans and executes his assassination and escape with such a meticulous care and calmness that it's suspected that he's a professional hitman. He comes up with Riddler-esque moves like writing his manifesto poetically on the bullets and leaving his backpack behind full of Monopoly money. He carefully wears a mask to avoid being identified, but removes it because a woman who was checking him into the hostel was flirting with him and wanted to see his smile. He still manages to escape the most surveilled city in the country in the midst of ongoing national manhunt, only to get caught in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Pennsylvania, while eating at the McDonald's. Because for some reason he had the same clothes and mask as in New York and was carrying the same gun and suppressor on his person. And when the cops detained him, he showed them the same fake ID he used in New York. And, oh yeah, he's also a frat bro gym rat who has a master's degree in computer science from Penn, but reads stupid self-help books about being on the grind and is anti-woke while being bisexual, suffering from anxiety and wanting to end oppressive capitalism. Not even God himself could invent a person like this.
That's just America in a person.
I saw one also that
He's just
said...
a sponge of America.
Basically.
Because he's 26, right? And that's the age that you have to get off your parents' insurance. And
Yeah.
someone was like, "This man saw his first health insurance bill and went full action."
Well, and then I sent it to you yesterday, but on Blue Sky, I saw my first erotic art of him, and they did a decent job.
Already.
Yeah. You didn't see it? I saw it. I was like, whoa.
I was like, snag that. I'm going to share this and private that.
gonna little.
This this is the deleted scene in my film. Accidentally in love.
Oh, is that hair gel? Whoops.
I just ran out.
And then my hair is just stuck up.
I think that is the one nice thing about living in this part of capitalism is that I think everything has gone so far off the rails.
Everything's funny.
Everything's funny. Like
It
we
doesn't
don't have
matter
to be serious
anymore. I
about
just
anything anymore.
don't fucking care.
Yeah, I can't possibly feel bad for a person who harmed that many people through their actions. Doesn't matter if they're in a boardroom or, right outside punching them in the face. Like, it's still the same effect.
It's just like a few episodes when I said I've kind of just radically accepted it and I'm in the take enough away from me and, I have nothing to lose. He is that example. Everything keeps getting taken away from him. His surgery messed up stuff. He couldn't be sexual, which it's fine, Luigi. I will still love you. But
With Jay, you'll just be a hole.
yeah, I don't need that side. It's fine. But it's an example of take enough away from me and what do I have to lose?
Right.
I mean, that's a sad representation of all this, but it's accurate.
I read in the news today that they are trying to propose holding him without bail, and it was some reason they gave, but I think the real reason is they're afraid that people will come out and pay for his bail 10 times
yeah,
over.
they will.
Oh, yeah, they will. I would donate to it.
Yeah.
And if you're afraid
then
that somebody's
I would
going to
house
post
them.
bail because they have that much support,
then
you're
don't.
not.
But
You're not letting them post. You're denying bail for the wrong fucking reasons.
Fine, I'll pay the bail, and I will let them stay in my spare.
asshole bedroom.
If you're comfortable in here, if you need, if you feel unsafe, you can lay in the other bed. That's fine.
You can fluff the pillows, and we'll just rearrange the furniture, and and you can fuck me in the ass, and
Which normally I'm not acceptable of that, but do whatever you need. If it works, go for it.
Hey, Jay, I heard he's really good at back shots. Oh God.
Oh my god.
What? That was an intrusive thought that could not stay in your face, wasn't it?
I'm about to burn up. I'm so red right now.
Good
Joe,
Lord.
inappropriate.
I know. What little me?
On that note, should we finish our last 12 days of Christmas?
Oh yeah, we need to do that.
Well, then I think that's enough about that subject for now. But let's hope the good times keep on rolling.
I can't wait for our sponsor this week. Who's it gonna be?
And now, for a word from our sponsor, Deny, Defend, Propose on the Longtime channel.
He was just a city boy, living the city life, looking for love in all the wrong places, but... The gunshot heard around his heart. He caught his eye. Murder is wrong, but why did loving him feel so right? This is a love story that'll say, I'm not sure if I understand exactly what's going on, or if I fully agree with everything, but damn, this is a really good movie. Filled with adrenaline, sex, passion, love, sex, confusion, sex, class wars, sex, a little bit more sex, Jay's first nude shots in a movie, sex, and more sex. Oh, and Monopoly money. So tune in every day for the next month for the 24-hour marathon of Deny, Defend, Propose. Only available on the Longtime channel. Sponsored by the Beards and Sundries Market. Hey guys, make sure you follow and subscribe to our podcast so you can receive a notification every Sunday when a new episode drops.
You know, I don't usually watch movies on the Longtime channel, fellas, but this one was a killer.
Oh my god, and the guy in it, so fucking hot.
I know. And it was so well shot.
It really takes aim at a lot of those other holiday movies and really hits the mark.
It really hit the theater with a bang.
I was ensured it would be good.
Don't
I was
deny
in
me
denial
watching
at
this.
first.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We really could do a lot of this. Like, we could do this, an episode on this every week for the rest of my life.
Oh, man. Also, did you see that part when he passed by Nona Stella's because they also helped sponsor the film?
That was the restaurant you were outside of, right? When
Yeah,
your hair
I was
was
standing
blowing,
outside of
and it
Nona
was like,
Stella's, and I was like, oh, he wouldn't have been...
love.
He wouldn't have been a Cotte if he would have gone to Nona Stella's, but he chose the McDonald's. The McDark, sorry.
So, you're Italian in this?
I haven't figured it out yet.
Cool.
So you're Italian?
Is he, Italian?
Italian?
I mean, in the film, there's some Italian in me.
Spaghetti and the meatballs.
Oh, God.
Holy cannoli. Gotta get that filling.
There's a scene where I look at him and I'm like, I only have one meatball. And he's like, that doesn't matter.
And he pushes it with his nose.
Jesus.
Followed up by Jay-Z and the Tramp. Oop.
Oh, do we have any Beardos submitted sundries?
A little. So I didn't really get like a full-blown email. Actually, let me check my inbox before I say that. I didn't really get any emails this week or anything like that. But I did get a message back from Michael from the UK.
Hi, Michael from the UK.
Hello, Michael.
How's living over there and not having to deal with all this?
Well, that's actually what the topic was about. He said that he listened to the episode and that if we make it over there, we're welcome to stay with him. But I'm going to make it over first because he has a nursery, not children, but plants. And, you know, I'm a plant gay, so I'm staying first.
Yeah, you're a
You guys can
real
visit.
botanist over there. He's like, Mrs. Daniels, I pooped in the pot again. It's really bad this time.
Fucking
Oh, and then I was
plant
checking to see
gay.
if we had reviews, but we don't have any Apple reviews. So, guys, squeeze in some Apple reviews if you want.
Also, listen to the show.
Oh, yeah, besides that, listen to the show.
You can't tell them on the show to listen to the show. They won't ever hear it.
I know, it's clearly not working.
I also want to read a very important message that I forgot to read last week when we recorded. And it was... I won't say who it's from, but we just randomly got this. So are you boys ready?
I am ready.
Ready.
It says, "This is the last asset I leave you. From the perspective of family affection, I have to give you this money. If you still have feelings for your family, please take good care of my little son. Please don't contact me again in the future. I have formed a new family and I don't want my family to be disturbed. Account, UU898. Password, UU8878. Balance, USD 260... Oh, sorry, I can't read. $2,684,452. Please remember," and then some sketchy-looking website.
Well,
thank
click
God.
on it.
Click it.
You just
I
literally
remember
see my
this
screen
now.
explode in my face.
Yeah.
When you mentioned it earlier, I was like, wait, what's he talking about? And I love the part that's like, please take care of my little son.
Please don't contact me again in the future. Also, balance $2,684,452.
That's nothing.
Like,
That's
yeah.
nothing.
And any sense
For
or
your-
no sense?
For your kit, 0 cents. Not even a cent in there.
Exactly. There's 0 cents in this entire email. Reginald.
My
well,
favorite part is I got that on all 4 of my Instagram accounts.
you guys, we've made it. The Beards and Sundries market has officially made $2.6 million.
Well, and if I
All
add
we
it
have to do
together-
is click here.
It's like if I add it together, it's over 8 million. It's like 9 to 10 million now because I have 4 accounts that it's given to. But anyways, that's the last of my user content for this week.
Perfect. Well, then, before we go to game time, do we want to finish our 12 days of Christmas?
We should finish our 12 days of Christmas because I have a song to perform next week. Wait,
Yes.
is it next week or the week after? Is next week
Next
our
week.
last
Next
episode?
week.
Yeah. This is 24.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I said penultimate episode, bitch. That's what it means.
I know.
You
I
dumbass.
just time fucking flies, and I've been in love for the last week or so. Whenever this, so I just, love makes you
up.
crazy. You can't remember anything.
Yeah, love. That's what it is.
I am starting with number 7 on the 7th day of
Wait,
Christmas.
catch us up on what 1 through 6 are again.
Oh, sure, okay. So,
Yeah.
First, we're giving a steamy bag of shit. Oh, this is all for Trump, just to clarify. And on the first day of Christmas, he's getting a steamy bag of shit on his front porch. On the second day of Christmas, he's getting 2 poisoned Big Macs. On the third day of Christmas, he's getting 3 progressive judges. On the fourth day of Christmas, he's getting 4 angry hemorrhoids. And on the 5th day of Christmas, he's getting 5 guillotines.
Yes, good.
And then on the 6th day of Christmas, who weirdly sponsored us last week, 6 Patty Lupones.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the way you cut that commercial with
I
her
loved it.
quotes.
Yes.
And I changed it for what they meant. Like, it was fun to make that. I just didn't know how to make
Yeah.
that commercial, so I'm glad it came out decent.
No, I liked it.
I
thought it
I
was
hate
really good.
cats. I just hate cats.
Yeah, awful lot of activity at 41st today.
That's not new for Wednesdays.
No,
No,
it's
it's
just
not.
annoying.
All right, so it's intro order. So is Jay first with 7, and then Anthony with 8, and me with 9?
Yep.
I
Okay.
already have 7 ready. And on the 7th day of Christmas, he's getting 7 Luigi Mangione followers.
I was gonna do that too. But I have a backup one just in case because I thought that might get taken pretty quick. Well, then on the 8th day of Christmas, he's getting 8 grassy knolls.
On the 9th day of Christmas, he's getting 9 Stormies dancing.
Ooh.
Oh man, I wish I would have thought of 10. I didn't think of 10 fast enough earlier. On the 10th day of Christmas, he's getting 10 COVID diagnoses.
Diagnoses?
Diagnoses.
Because he had it
First
once, so he might as well have 10 more at once.
Then on the 11th day of Christmas, I didn't think of this one either.
I know.
Thought I'd come up with it easier on the
I kind of
spot.
want to... Me too. I kind of want to back up and change 10 when I think of a good one.
Yeah. Hang on.
Oh my god.
You want to change it?
I might change 10. Hold on. Okay. I changed my mind. I am going back to 10. He is being gifted 10 Ford's theaters.
God.
Hang on. Now you got me wanting to get
I know,
something?
your grassy knolls inspired it, so...
Yeah, I know. I figured I might as well just continue the trend. I might just go for it, you know?
Reagan was shot on a sidewalk, so...
Well, so that's what... trying to remember the guy's
Should
name.
I have an idea. Do you think we should change 4 to 4 Seasons Landscaping?
Oh, that's fun.
Do you want to make that 11?
11 Seasons Landscaping?
Oh, sorry, 4.
Yeah, because it's...
See how it's 4, but it's also 4 seasons?
Yeah, I like that.
What was 4 originally?
Angry hemorrhoids.
See, I think 4 Seasons Landscaping is a little funnier and more topical.
So, do you want
Just like the cream he should be putting on those hemorrhoids.
me to say 4 seasons or just 4 seasons?
I think 4 Seasons Landscaping is funny. And then he could possibly have 11 angry hemorrhoids.
Give him 11 angry hemorrhoids. I'll write it down.
Yeah.
11
good.
angry Okay, so we're changing it up. So now he has 4 seasons landscapings and 11
Yeah.
angry hemorrhoids. So I'm really glad we're actually making his asshole suffer more.
Yeah, that's good.
That's what Luigi said to Jay.
And I'm like, no, but okay. For you, my
Oh,
love.
that's a spicy meatball.
This
Well,
is
you
too
got
spicy
the-
for the pepper.
Well, then, Joe, you've got the very last one, number 12.
I know, and I don't want
Do
to
you
be
want
lame.
since we adjusted
I was like-
4 and 11? Do you want my suggestion that I was going to use for 11?
I was
Did we
like,
change
Anthony
to
could
four
use
again?
12.
I mean, you could give him 12 John Hinckley Juniors.
John.
You fired that gun real good, John.
No, he shot Mary McCheese.
And wasn't it doing it for Jodie Foster or something like
Yeah,
that?
he was. Yes,
Yeah.
He shot Reagan for Jodie Foster, but really for the rest of us too.
Well, he was very close-minded. He was like, Jodie Foster, but really America. For the greater good, Jodie Foster.
How about 12 Monopoly spaces? 12 Monopoly dollars? 12 McRib sandwiches?
He'd like
I know we
that.
already did Big Macs. Well, I know we already did Big Macs for number 2, so I don't know. Let's just try to tie in Monopoly, McDonald's, Trump. He loves McDonald's so much.
How about 12 claim?
cans of hairspray?
How about 12 claim denials?
There we go. I like that.
Yeah. What about that?
12 claim denials. Yeah, that's good.
One? Yeah.
Okay, so altogether we have 12 claim denials, 11 angry hemorrhoids, 10 Ford's Theaters, 9 Stormy's Dancing, 8 Grassy Knolls, 7 Luigi Mangione followers, 6 Patty Lapones, 5 Guillotines, 4 Seasons Landscapings, 3 Progressive Judges, 2 Poison Big Macs, and a steamy bag of shit on his front porch.
We get
love
2
this
weeks
song.
off in a row, Joe, because we won't have to do anything next week because Jay will be singing this song for an hour and a half.
I also I'm interested in how you're gonna make Luigi Mangione followers fit in the phrase. Of Christmas.
This is
That's
exactly,
a lot of syllables.
What are the syllables?
This is exactly why I want to do it live, because I want you guys to make comments while I do it, and I want to stumble and laugh.
That never happens on this show.
Never happens. No.
I know. You're going to be so shocked.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Next week, we also... Well, this will be kind of at the end. That's right. This will kind of be our game or something, because next week we also have the advertisement for all of our songs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
shit, I gotta work on
still gotta
mine.
Put that together. Yeah.
I got a busy weekend ahead of me prepping for next week.
Well, this should be very fun. Next week, Beardos, you're in for a Christmas treat.
You are in for a very big Christmas treat. Last year we wrote books. This week, or this year...
I don't know,
we're
Jay. I
writing
heard it's
music.
moderately sized.
And that's why I love him.
Does anybody have something to check out? I asked this seriously. Well, you know what? Here's your something to check out this week. Luigi Mangione. Look at the guy.
Next week's
He's so
episode.
hot.
His name literally translates to Luigi's Mansion.
That's his
Wait.
penis.
I've connected the dots.
No, his mansion is your body, Jay.
Ooh.
Is that because I'm
It's a
fat?
Mick mansion.
And that's because you're fat.
God, McRib sounds good right now.
And now the new sandwich from Keller Williams Realty, the Mick Mansion. Claim denied.
So, does anybody have something to check out?
I've got one this week. So, I haven't really watched a lot more of her videos, but I did find a creator on TikTok, and her name is Jinx Marie, and that's JINXMARIE. And she did a spoken word poem about her thoughts on this whole situation with United Healthcare. It's about 2.5 minutes, so it is a little bit longer of a TikTok, but it's just the words that she strings together are so good, and she puts them together calmly and collectively, and she doesn't fly off the handle. She explains it very clearly, and it really puts into her perspective how this country really is just actively against you unless you're doing exactly what they want, and how this all just happened because it was time for it to happen. So she puts into a lot of words a good way for you to process a lot of feelings, for you to hear another way that all of those thoughts are put across, and it's just a really great video. And once again, that's Jinx Marie on TikTok. She does
And we'll
a
put the
spoken word
video
poem.
here.
Right there. Did you look? It's there.
Right there. If you
there.
didn't hear it already, go back.
But with that out of the way, I think it's time for game time. What do you have for us, Anthony?
Oh, this is a game I'm calling Take the Shot! The shot of alcohol, that is, you weirdos. I am going to list off ingredients in classic shots or slammers, and you need to tell me the name of the shot.
God, I don't know.
3 guesses each, and the first person I hear gets the point. Pretty self-explanatory.
Sure.
How many are there?
There are 11 of these. All right. Shot number 1. Amaretto, orange juice, and slow gin.
Duck fart?
No.
Buttery nipple?
No.
No.
Amaretto, orange juice, and slow gin. This is actually kind of a hard one.
Yeah.
Tequila Sunrise?
No, there's no tequila in it.
I'm just going to throw out names.
And Jay has not guessed a single thing.
I
And
know.
Joe's out
I'm
of
like,
guesses.
I don't know.
Amaretto, orange juice, and slow gin. Jay's a little too fancy to do shots.
Oh no, they just make my stomach go. Bleh!
Give me a name. Name a shot.
I know this is wrong. Screwdriver.
Nope, not a screwdriver. Name another shot.
I know this is wrong. Morning Glory. Fuck if I know.
No, what is that even? That's a flower.
Please drink those down by the meadow.
Shots make up weird names, so I'm just gonna say whatever feels good.
Amaretto, orange juice, and slow gin.
Is that an Alabama Slammer?
That is an Alabama slammer.
Fucking bitch.
Are you shitting me?
I am not shitting you. That is 100% an Alabama slammer.
It sounds awful.
Pure
Sounds pretty good,
fucking
actually.
guess. I just remember
Love that.
hearing about that recent. Wow. I am impressed.
I'm a little impressed too. Okay, number 2. This is less a shot than it is a drink combo, so it's a little more of a slammer, but it is whiskey with a beer chaser. I think these actually progressively get easier.
I was like, whiskey with a beer chaser.
Do you
Yep.
drop the whiskey in the beer?
Nope. This is
Okay,
one after
no.
the other.
I just call that alcoholism.
That's called Tuesday night.
A Jim Beam.
No. That's actually not a terrible guess. If you each guess one, I will give you hints. If you each, after
That's
the
just
first
weird
wrong
that-
guesses.
That's just weird because it's called something. It's so plain and boring.
I know, but there are a lot of things out there like this.
I don't know. The Kentucky Gentleman.
No. So the name of this drink combo is actually a college mascot name.
Which one?
I might give that
A
to
wheat
you after
shocker?
the second round of guessing. A what?
A wheat shocker?
A weed shocker?
Wait, wheat.
Wheat
Did you-
shocker.
Wait, what did you say it was based after
It's-
mascot?
It's the name of a college mascot.
Okay, Wichita State basketball are wheat shockers. That's why I was like,
No.
But then I was like, oh, did he say football? I forgot.
Is it a Buckeye?
No. So this is the mascot for Purdue.
Boilermaker.
The Boilermaker. That's what it's called.
Oh
or
God, I
Boilermaker.
definitely wouldn't have guessed that.
Yep.
I know college mascots way better than I know these answers.
I definitely don't.
Well, this next one might be a little bit easier. Number 3, Irish cream and lime juice.
That's not a
What?
buttery nipple, right?
You've had this before, I guarantee it. No, it's not. It's not
Is
a
it a
butter
key lime
nipple,
pie?
and it's not a key lime pie. So think Irish cream and lime juice. When you mix them, it becomes very gross. Think of what happens to milk.
Is it a
when
cement
you-
mixer?
There you
Is
go.
it? Oh, okay.
Lime juice?
Yep.
I
I
thought
think
that
it was
when-
lime juice.
I thought a cement mixer was when we poured. No, I'm thinking of a car bomb. Okay.
Yep. It is a cement mixer, and it is gross as fuck.
I've
I
never
still cannot
seen it
believe
mixed
that I
like
got
that
the
before, I guess.
Sorry, I'm still just floored.
All right. So number 4, grenadine, blue curacao, and vodka, layered.
Shark bite?
No.
A 4th of July.
A 4th of July. That's exactly
Damn.
it, Jay.
I was trying to think of the bomb popsicle. I was like, oh, bomb pop.
I know.
Oh,
I
bomb
almost
pop?
called it
Hell
that.
yeah,
and I
you
was
can
like,
call it that
no,
too,
I think
but-
it's
Layered.
something different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. All right.
Okay, number 5. Creme de menthe, creme de cacao, and light cream. I love these, by the way.
Espresso martini?
I'll drink
Is that a peppermint patty?
No. Although I think like you might be calling it one thing that it's not traditionally called, but this is named after an insect.
Oh.
The Jiminy Cricket?
No.
Wait a minute. Grasshopper.
It's a grasshopper. That's correct.
Ah, because I was like, it's going to turn
Yes.
green.
Yeah. So you would, there is technically creme de menthe that is uncolored, but you would normally use green creme
Wow.
de menthe in this. Oh my God damn it. I do it, Jay.
I like my creme de menthe colored, toots.
No, not on this podcast.
I didn't mean it that way.
All right, number 6, vodka, orange liqueur, and lime juice. I guarantee you've had one of these, though you may not have been lucid for it.
It sounds really good. Vodka, orange liqueur,
And lime juice.
and lime juice.
Yep.
Is that no?
I feel like 20-something us would, like, get all of these right very quickly.
A cran rasmic crasmastic cranmetastic cannibalism shot.
Well, there's no cranberry anything in there, so no.
Oh, damn.
Will you say it one more time?
Yep. It is vodka, orange liqueur, and lime juice. This actually sounds pretty dope.
I know. I was like, it doesn't sound bad, but is it? I don't know. Something sunrise.
No. So a hint for this would be the word itself is Japanese.
Kamikaze.
It's a kamikaze. Yes, you are
yeah.
correct.
Yep.
So I used to get kamikazes at the gay bar back in college, but they were a mixed drink and they were bright blue. So I don't know
Oh.
if just the name was bastardized or
So
what.
blue curacao is technically a citrus liqueur.
Oh, okay.
So you could do it that way. I mean, that would make sense.
The kamikaze was like what it was my go-to drink at the gay bar.
Yeah.
Morgantown.
So I would keep in mind that a lot of these can be upsized to an actual drink.
Oh, I know.
'Cause, like,
Gay bars be like that.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's every gay bar. You're getting one
Yep.
giant fucking shot
Oh,
if
yeah.
you order a drink. Okay, number 7. I really like these. Melon liqueur, vodka, and
Melon
pineapple
ball?
juice. A melon ball,
Yeah, I was gonna say melon ball.
Yep. Yeah. Oh my God. Midori. Oh, I used to drink that shit all the time.
Adult me has gained a huge love for melon-flavored everything.
Yes. Okay. Coming into number 8, the score is Joe 4 and Jay 3.
Wow,
this is
look
a
at me
really
not doing
close game.
horrible for once.
Well, it's alcohol, so.
Oh God, I'm still losing, and I'm an alcoholic.
Oh, hang on. I didn't write one of these down properly. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Shut up.
I've got a bonus one for the end.
Okay, that's what I thought it was called. I didn't write it down because I knew I would remember it, and I totally did. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to type all the way out. Okay, number 8. Canadian whiskey, cranberry juice,
Washington apple.
sour... Yes, sour
I don't
apple
know.
schnapps. I fucking love a Washington apple.
That's one of my favorite shots.
We used to get them all the time at the Stonewall, remember?
Oh
Yep.
God, my stomach churns at the thought of shots. I'm not a shot person.
I just love a Washington apple. Okay, so
easy.
number 9 is sort of similar to the Boilermaker in its own little way.
Okay.
It is bourbon with a chaser of pickle juice.
Oh my God.
I want to say it's from Kentucky.
I don't know if that's the case.
Well, keeping in theme with the Boilermaker, I'll just guess the Hoosier.
No.
I know it's Indiana, but I thought I'd just make a guess.
No, not the Hoosier. Bourbon with a chaser of pickle juice, Jay.
I feel like I've heard of this before too, and it's at some university, I think.
Is that the Nutty Irishman?
No. So this shot it rhymes with the name of a band. Most people don't care for them band, but they're pretty famous.
Nickelback.
Is it Pickleback?
It's Pickleback. Jay said the name of the band.
That's right. My brain was focused
Yes!
on the band.
It is
get a half
called a
point? No, kidding.
Pickleback. Yep, here you go. I wrote down 1.5 point.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Don't say I didn't do anything for you. Happy birthday. So, fun fact I learned in the process of putting this together, Pickleback actually originated because some woman in a bar that was next to a pickle canning facility asked for like a shot of pickle juice after her shot of vodka because she was Russian, and that's apparently a traditional Russian thing. And so the bar started serving these picklebacks as sort of a joke item, but apparently they picked up real well with customers.
That sounds like something Russians would do to make fun of Americans, not a Russian tradition that would be brought over to America.
I know, but here it is. I mean, I feel like Russians like bad things by default.
Yeah, they like Americans
Anyways.
because we're stupid and bad.
No, I mean gays and stupid and bad. Okay, number 10. Butterscotch schnapps and Irish cream.
Buttery
Layered.
nipple.
Buttery nipple is it. Yep.
I knew that one of these was going to be a buttery nipple.
Okay,
I was
very
like, it has
last
to be.
one. Vodka with a sugared lemon wedge.
Lemon drop?
It's a lemon drop.
Lemon
You
drop.
are
Damn,
correct.
I love lemon
A
drops.
lemon drop shot.
Everything sounds awful.
Okay, what's your
For
bonus
being an
one?
alcoholic, I like wine and beer.
My bonus one is a shot of Bailey's Irish cream that is taken out of Jay's butthole.
Oh, that's a
Call that
butt
the Tuesday
52
night.
shot.
Ah, yes! I almost put up
that's not
B-52
it.
in here.
It's called it's called Luigi's Mansion.
I was going to say the Luigi special. So the final
I take
score...
that shot all the time.
No, you know what I should have said was it's that container of cinnamon roll icing out of the Grand's can. At the end.
Yes.
Oh my
Just shoot it out of Jay's ass.
Oh my god.
The
I
orange
want
icing
that.
specifically.
Oh my god, I'm hard right now.
Did Blanche just
get
lift
off
up
of there.
3 inches?
She's like, oh.
Yeah, she's running away.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm getting with HR. This is sexual harassment.
Who do I
gets her little
call?
gun.
This is my home.
She gets a little 3D printed gun with a suppressor.
This might be my new favorite episode.
So
Man.
stupid.
Oh, for those of you who can't see what I just did, I just got shot and died.
It's... We probably ought to wrap this before we manage to get canceled. The final score is Joe 7 and Jay 4.5.
Yay!
Joe is the winner.
Did you hear that, Luigi? Jay's 4.5.
All
Inches.
4.5.
Listen, if you're not used to it, you'll be fine then.
And we just push down on the bottom part of my stomach. It'll add another centimeter.
I might make it to 5.
Oh my god. But I do think that I hear the Muzak coming back on. It is
boo.
Eat Your Young by Hozier. Go listen to it.
Boo music.
But go call our hotline real quick and leave us a voicemail to open the next episode with, because clearly we don't have one presently. That number is 405-999-2242.
And Beardos, a fat stag of McDonald's snack wrap coupons just arrived at the market, so it's time for us to go. If you'd like to help us out, go and subscribe to our podcast so you can get reminders every Sunday when we release a new episode. We also post frequent updates to all of our social media sites for any additional sundries that we add to the market.
And don't forget to rate us 5 stars and leave us a review, but not as if we were that Altoona McDonald's. Please leave us good ones.
Yeah.
Those reviews are what get us found by more listeners like you. Also, if just each one of you could join the revolution, that would be great. Or tell a friend about the podcast, and that would double our growth. And we would really appreciate that. Thank you, Daddy.
If you could send Luigi and yourself to our socials, that would be lovely. We have an Instagram, a Facebook, a TikTok, a Threads. I will respond to your messages, Luigi. You can also check out our website, beardsandsundries.com. I'm very excited to announce that as of today, we have 2 new items up. And it is our shirt for Oklahoma's 49th in Education that you love. Also, I put up a nice... we're making you guys do work. And then I also...
Wait, not there, because that's where all the overlays hang out. It's got to be on the other side.
You can see it here.
There you
Here.
go.
If I just
To your,
my
to
hand,
your right.
jazz
To your right,
hands.
Jay. To your right.
To the left.
Screen
to
right.
The left. We also have a sweater that says Soup Slut on it. That's brand new. So it's fall
Look.
colors. Go buy it. You'll love it. Whatever hand I'm holding up. You can also email us for user content at beardsandsundries@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. And, if you're over in the UK, Michael, you can also message on Instagram and I'll still use it.
So, from the 3 of us, apparently very thirsty shop clerks here at the Beards and Sundries Market, make sure to...
Don't steal my man. I mean, love yourself.
Because we already love you. Bye, Beardos.
Bye, Luigi
Bye.
and Beardos.
Free Luigi!
He's done nothing wrong!